Hello, everybody. It's time for another game from my 2016 Minnesota Twins replay using Strat Advanced on the TribeFan 879 YouTube channel. Today, the Twins go on the road to face the Cleveland Indians. Today's pitching matchup, pitching for the Twins, the newly acquired Hector Santiago, and for the Cleveland Indians, Mike Sunshine Clevinger. And we'll just go ahead and get started and just announce everybody as they come to bat or make a play. So leading off and playing second base is Brian Dozier. 2-5, and Dozier rips a base hit up the middle. So leadoff man aboard, and they will definitely hold him on. But he will not be going anywhere because Roberto Perez has an absolute cannon. And here is Joe Mauer, the designated hitter today. 1-4, ground ball right back to the box. Clevinger hesitates just a little bit, gets the out at second, but the return throw is not in time, and Mauer reaches on a fielder's choice. And they will not hold him on. And batting third, the right fielder, Max Kepler, 2-6, goes down swinging, strike three. And that's two away in the top half of the first. Runner on first. And here is Miguel Sano. 1-5, and Sano will rip one. No, it gets to the wall. Sano will go to second with a double. Mauer goes to second, hits third. He is 1-13. They weren't holding him on, so it gets him a 14. You add 2 for being 2 outs. That's 1-16. The center fielder, Davis, is a -1. That's 1-15. They're going to wave him home. Davis to Lindor. The throw home, and he is safe. And Miguel Sano with an RBI double puts the Twins up 1-0. And here is Kenny Vargas. He's the first baseman today. 5-6 against a lefty. And that's a 1-3 single chance. And that's a 17, and that's a line out to second. Would have been much worse if he was a right-handed batter. All right, so that retires the side for the Twins. However, they pick up a run on the Miguel Sano double, and we go to the bottom half of the first with the score: the Twins 1 and the Indians coming to bat. All right, so here is Hector Santiago probably making his... No, he's probably maybe making his Twins debut. He came over in a trade from the Angels for Ricky Nolasco. And he will face, leading off for the Indians, Rajay Davis. And here is Santiago to Davis. 5-12. That goes to Vargas. This could be interesting. He is a 4, so you probably want this out of range. A 14 is out of range because he is an E6, so he's not bad defensively with the errors. He'll need a 5-9 or 11-12. And that's a 6, and that'll do the job. So Vargas ranges over, knocks it down, picks it up, throws to Santiago covering, and that's one away. And here is batting second, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3-6. And Kipnis goes down swinging. And that's the second out of the inning. So 2 out and nobody on for Francisco Lindor. Oops. Criminy. Sorry, guys. Camera went a little wonky there. Let me get that set up again. Live streaming. What are you going to do? Okay, that's good enough. 5-3 before it got rudely interrupted. 5-3, that's to the pitcher. Santiago is a 2. And that's a 20. That should be okay. And it is 2 and a 20. Yeah, that's fine. And Lindor grounds one up the line. Santiago gets it easily, picks it up, throws it to first. And after a little mishap, we go to the bottom half, or the top half of the second. Sorry, I'm a little still flustered. We'll get over it. It's the score. The Twins 1 and the Indians nothing. So the slight unhinging of the camera there. Sorry. Trying to get this lamp out of the way so I don't hit it every time I roll. All right, and here is Clevinger going to the top half of the second. He'll face the shortstop, Eduardo Escobar. 4-7 against the lefty. That's a fly ball to Rajay Davis. He ranges over and makes the play for the first out of the second inning. That brings up the left fielder, Robbie Grossman. 5-7 against the lefty. And Grossman is patient. And the fourth ball goes wide, and Grossman reaches on a one-out walk. And they will not hold him on. And that brings up the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. 5-8 to the righty. And that goes to the second baseman, Kipnis. He's a 2. And a 5. Get the right side of the order here. That ball goes to Kipnis, over to Lindor, on to Santana, and Oye Como Va. That's a double play. Sorry, I couldn't resist the Santana there. And that retires the Twins in the top half of the second. We go to the bottom half of the second, and it's the Indians nothing and the Twins 1. All right, and here is Santiago facing the designated hitter, Mike Napoli. 3-3 against the lefty. That's a ground ball to Sano. He picks it up and throws to Vargas, and that's 1 away here in the bottom half of the second. Score, the Twins 1 and the Indians nothing. And here is Carlos Santana. 6-8. And against the righty, that's a chance for extra bases. And Santana will cruise into second with a one-out double. And that brings up Jose Ramirez. 3-6 against the lefty. And Ramirez rips one up the middle. Rounding third and heading home is Carlos Santana to tie the game. So the Indians come right back in the bottom half of the second, and they tie the game at 1. And here is the guy who pretty much only faces lefties, Brandon Geyer, playing left field today. 4-8. High pop up to the shortstop, Escobar. Calls everybody off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. And here is the right fielder, Abraham Almonte. 2-12. That's a fly ball to left field. That is caught by Grossman, and that retires the Indians in the bottom half of the second. But a one-out double by Santana, followed by a Ramirez single. And the game is now tied at 1 going to the top of the third. And Clevinger will face the bottom of the order, Byron Buxton, the center fielder. 3-5, and Buxton goes down swinging. And so we go back to the top of the order with the second baseman, Brian Dozier. Singled and was erased on a fielder's choice his first time up. 5-2, and Dozier draws a walk. Okay. I think we'll let him stay put there. They will hold him on. 6-6 against the lefty. That's a fly ball to right for the second out. And the Twins are going to try to do some magic here. Maybe against their better judgment, but they feel like they might want to try to start something. All right, so Dozier is an ace stealer. He's 1-15. You take off 2 for being held. That's actually, no, they won't. Because Perez takes him all the way down to a 1-9. So, messy hit and run, not with 2 outs. So they will just hold him on. And essentially, you're going to need to be a double-A or pretty desperate to run on Gomes. 6-6 against the lefty. That's a fly ball to the right fielder. That's Almonte. He gets under it, squeezes it, and that's the inning for the Twins. They leave 1, and going into the bottom half of the third, the game is tied at 1. All right, and now batting the catcher, Roberto Perez, who they thought they were going to run on, but decided better on. 4-2. That's a ground ball to Escobar, over to Vargas, and that's 1 away. We go back to the top of the order. And Rajai Davis, who grounded Joe Mauer his first time up. Actually, grounded Vargas, sorry. 3-8. Ooh, field goal. That's a ground ball to third. Sano gets it, throws it over to first, and that's 2 away here in the bottom half of the third with your score tied at 1. And here is Jason Kipnis against a lefty. That's a base hit to right field. So Kipnis is on with 2 outs. And here is Francisco Lindor. I think we'll just let him swing away with 2 outs. They will hold Kipnis on. 5-9 against the righty. That's a ground ball to third. Sano gets it, throws it to first, and the Indians are retired in the bottom half of the third. And we go to the top half of the fourth. Your score, the Twins 1 and the Indians 1. So we go to the 4th inning here, and here is Miguel Sano. He doubled in Joe Mauer with 2 outs in the first inning for the Twins' only run. 1-3, and that's a base hit. So Sano is 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double, and they will not hold him on. And here is Kenny Vargas. 3-10. That's a ground ball to Kipnis, over to Lindor, on to Santana, and that's a Black Magic Woman double play. And here is Eduardo Escobar. All right, I'll stop with the Carlos Santana references. All right, 1-3 against the righty. That's a fly ball to right, and that's Abraham Almonte. And he squeezes it, and the Twins are gone here in the top half of the fourth. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. The score is tied at 1. And here is Mike Napoli to lead off the bottom half of the fourth. He grounded to third his first time up. 3-7. That's a walk against a lefty. So Napoli was patient and didn't see anything he liked, so he takes first, and they will not hold him on. And here is Carlos Santana. 6-11 against a righty, and it's just like the ocean under the moon when Carlos Santana goes high, deep, and gone. And a 2-run homer makes it 3-1 Indians. So you can see that's a normal home run, and yeah, he is definitely normal. All right. Any more Santana references, and I may have to bow out. Actually, I probably know a few more. So here's Jose Ramirez, the switch hitter batting right-handed against the lefty Santiago. 3-11, and that's a ground ball to Sano. Throws it to Vargas, and that's the first out. And here is Brandon Geyer. 6-2. Oof. 10% home run chance. That's a 16. That's a fly to left. So hit it to the big part of the park, but Grossman runs it down, and here's Abraham Almonte. 6-10. That is a fly ball to Buxton. He's going to have to get a move on it. He's a 2, and he'll get there. Nice running catch by Byron Buxton to end the inning. However, the 2-run homer by Carlos Santana puts the Indians up 3-1 going to the top of the 5th. And here is Clevinger. This is actually his point of weakness inning, so we'll see how much further he goes. We will get Ryan Merritt loosening in the pen, along with Dan Otero. So the lefty and the righty. 3-10, and Grossman goes down swinging. So the third strikeout of the day for Clevinger. And here is the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. He grounded into a double play his first time up. Ooh, 2-9. Actually, that ended up working out for him. Looked like there's going to be a 6-9, but 2-9, he draws a walk. And he will reach on first with 1 out here in the top half of the 5th, and the Indians on top 3-1. And here is Byron Buxton. 6-5. That's to the shortstop. That's Lindor, and I'm sure you probably can guess what he is. A 1, but that probably will not be in range. No, just out. But he is an E12. So he will need a 5-10. And that's a 6. And that's the 6-4-3 double play. And that's the third double play that the Twins have hit into today. And that retires the Twins here in the top half of the 5th. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. The Indians 3, the Twins 1. And Hector Santiago will face Roberto Perez. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. 3-12 against the lefty. That's a ground ball to Dozier over to Vargas, and that's 1 away. We go back to the top of the order. Rajay Davis 0 for 2 on the day with 2 groundouts. 2-9 against the lefty, and Davis doesn't get the bat on the ball. So he goes down swinging. That's 2 away here in the bottom half of the 5th with the Indians leading 3-1. And here is Jason Kipnis, 1 for 2 on the day. 3-5, and Kipnis draws a walk, so he is on with 2 outs. And, yeah, he will be 1 to, actually, 2 outs. Do we want to hit and run? Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. He'll be an A hit and run, so they'll try to get the move on. Maybe try to get a 3-run double or something. So they put Kipnis in motion. Here's the pitch on the hit and run, and that's a 3. And an A hit and run on a 3 is a single with Kipnis moving to third. So Terry Francona putting the wheels in motion, and it paid off there. And here's Mike Napoli. Let's see if he can put the wheels even more in motion. If they do, it might be sayonara for, or adios for Hector Santiago. 4-6, and that's a walk, and that loads the bases. And that brings up Santana, who homered his last time up. And they have Tommy Malone working in the pen in case Santiago breaks out the rye bread and the mustard. 3-8. No, he will not break out the rye bread and the mustard because that's a ground ball to the shortstop. That's Escobar over to first, and the Indians leave them loaded here in the 5th. And the score after 5 complete, the Indians 3 and the Twins 1. And Clevinger will continue, although he will be on a short leash. Like I said, we still have Otero and Merritt are back loosening. They'll be ready at any moment if need be. 5-8 against the righty. That's the Kipnis. He is a 2 and a 1, and that'll get through for a base hit, I believe. Yes, it will. So Dozier gets on. They'll let him face Mauer, but they may not let him face Kepler. Actually, they probably won't even let him get to Sano. So we'll see what happens. Here is Mauer against Clevinger. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and flew out today. 3-3. And that's a fly ball to right. And that's 1 away here in the top of the 6th. And here is Max Kepler. 3-11. And that's a base hit to left field. And Dozier will stay put. They were holding him on. And they will not go against Geyer's arm here. So, even 1-13. And here is Sano, and they will take him out. They will bring in, let's see here. He's equally bad on both sides. They will bring in Dan Otero to pitch the 6th inning here. So Clevinger gives the Indians 5 innings, 5 1/3 actually. And in comes Dan Otero. So we get loose in here, and Sano facing the right-hander, Dan Otero. 6-7, and that's a strikeout. That's big. So first and second with 2 outs, with the Twins trailing 3-1. And here is Kenny Vargas with runners on first and second. 6-11 against a lefty. That's a base hit. This is going to center field. They were holding him on. So 16, 15, 14, but he gets a +2 for being 2 outs. They will send him. So he'd be a 1-16. Here's the throw, and he is safe. So Kenny Vargas drives in a run, and it is now a 3-2 ball game. As the Twins have runners on first and second with 2 outs. And here is Eduardo Escobar. 5-7. Oh boy. 50-50 double chance. Oh, and a great running catch by Almonte. Saves extra bases. And the fans gave him a nice standing ovation as he comes off the field. The Twins get 1. It could have been a lot worse. And your score going to the bottom of the 6th is the Indians 3 and the Twins 2. And I think we will let Hector Santiago come out of the game. We will trust that Tommy Malone will come in and do some work here. Kind of need him to. The bullpen was taxed a little bit, been taxed a little bit the last couple of days. All right, so Tommy Malone, the lefty, another lefty, will come in and face Jose Ramirez, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single and a ground out. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, and here is Malone against Ramirez. 4-3 against a righty, and Ramirez, he hits it high. He hits it deep. Kepler looking up. There's nothing he can do but watch it go by as it goes to Souvenir City. So Tommy Malone comes in and cannot hold the work that the offense did in the top half as he gives up a leadoff home run here in the bottom half of the 6th. And the Indians go back up by 2, leading 4-2. And here is Brandon Geyer. 6-5. And that's a fly ball to right, medium deep right field. That's caught by Kepler. And that's one away. And here is Abraham Almonte. 5-7 against the righty. And that has a chance for extra bases, but no, that is cut off. And Almonte is held with a single. And the Twins may think about getting some other bullpen help, but no, they will not. Here is Roberto Perez. 5-5. That's a fly ball to center field. Buxton moves over a couple steps and makes the catch, and that's 2 away here in the bottom half of the 6th inning, where the Indians are winning 4-2. And here is Rajay Davis with the runner on first, being held on 3-8. And that's a ground ball to the third baseman. And that ends the inning. And we go to the top half of the 7th inning with the score: the Indians 4 and the Twins 2. And Dan Otero will not be coming out for the 7th. It is time to bring in Brian Shaw, as Indians fans may groan because he pitched a lot of innings and got a lot of outs, but usually caused heartache. So Shaw will come in for the 7th. And here we go. And he will face Robbie Grossman, Kurt Suzuki, and Byron Buxton. 5-5 against a lefty. That's a ground ball to Santana. He takes it to the bag himself. And that's 1 away. And here is Kurt Suzuki. 6-6. And he goes down on strikes. That was a 2. And here is Byron Buxton here with 2 outs and nobody on, and the Indians ahead 4-2. 1-5, and that's a strikeout. So Shaw comes in and strikes out 2 out of the 3 that he faces in the top half of the 7th. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Up on your feet. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back for its root, root, root for the Indians. They don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right, so Tommy Malone will come in and pitch his 2nd inning of work. This will probably be it for him. He's already at his point of weakness. He will face Jason Kipnis, so lefty-lefty action here. Kipnis 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. 6-8. And who knows, this might come a little earlier 1-16, and this ball is long gone. Way into the right field stands, and Kipnis touches them all. And the Indians have drawn this out to a 3-run lead. It is now 5-2. And let's see. Trevor May and Buddy Boshears are loosening in the pen. And here is Francisco Lindor, just to show you that was a 1. 1-6. Against a lefty, that's a base hit for Lindor. He is 2 for 4 on the day. And Paul Molitor has seen enough. He gets the hook for Malone. So we will have Trevor May will come out and try to cool this inning off here. So we'll take a second here for the pitching change here. Okay. So runner on first, nobody out, and here's Trevor May with the Indians winning 4-2, or 5-2, sorry. 3-4. Oof. When it rains, it pours. That's ball 4. That's Napoli's 3rd walk of the day. So, and here is Carlos Santana, a double, a homer, and a ground out. 2 for 3 on the day. 2-7. Just missed a home run. He'd need a 1 to get a triple. Nope, that's an 18. And that's a fly ball to center field for the first out of the inning. And here is Jose Ramirez. He will bat left-handed for the first time today. 6-5, and that's a strikeout. So after the walk to Napoli, he's retired the next 2 batters. And here is Brandon Geyer. Actually, no, it will not be Brandon Geyer. Let's see, do we want to bring in Long Ball Lonnie? Let's see here. No, I think we'll do some rearranging here. They will bring in Lonnie Chisenhall to bat for Brandon Geyer because the lefty is no longer in the game. That is why we are doing that. So, and Geyer will go over here. And now pinch hitting for Geyer, number 9, Lonnie Chisenhall. Okay, so Chisenhall, the lefty, will bat against the righty, Trevor May. Geyer was 0 for 3 on the day. 5-9, and that doesn't work out so well. That's a strikeout, and that ends the inning. So we go to the top half of the 8th with the score. Actually, no, the Indians score 1 and lead 5-2. And the defensive changes will go like this. Abraham Almonte will move from right field to left field, and he will keep his 2 range, so we will put down B that he moves to left field. Left field in 8th. And then Long Ball Lonnie will stay in the game and bat in Geyer's spot and play right field. And he is a 3-1 E5. All right, and that takes care of the defensive changes here in the top half of the 8th. And that will actually bring up Andrew Miller. So the Indians essentially are going with their kind of rotation, get to the 5th or 6th inning, and then just let the bullpen take care of it. So Miller will come in. He is... He will face the top part of the order. Oops, 3. He will face the top part of the order. Brian Dozier, Joe Mauer, and Max Kepler. And Dozier is 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles and a walk. 5, 8. That's the Kipnis. He's a 2. 14, is that in range? Yes, it is. And Kipnis ranges over, makes the play, and throws it to first for the out. And here is Joe Mauer. He is 0 for 3 on the day. 2 flyouts and a fielder's choice. 5, 7, and he goes down swinging. So here is Max Kepler. 6, 9. That's to the shortstop Lindor. 11 is not in range. Nope. So E12. And that's a 5 to 10. Ooh, that's just in range, or just good enough. Yeah, E12, a 10, and he makes it. So, nice pick out of the dirt from Santana. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Indians lead 5 to 2. And Cody Allen is loosening in the Indians bullpen, ready to potentially close this game out. We will also get Zach McAllister loosening in the pen as well. So Trevor May will not be facing. So he comes out. We will have Bo Shears will come in. So Bo Shears will face Abraham Almonte, Roberto Perez, and Rajay Davis. 3-6 against the lefty. That's a pop-up to the... oops, not him. That's a strikeout. So, tucked one out, but it went foul, and then Bo Shears blew it past him. So that's the first out of the inning here on the bottom of the 8th. And here is Roberto Perez. 2-6, and he goes down on strikes. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. The Indians ahead 5 to 2. And here is Rajay Davis. 0 for 4 on the day. 5-12. That's to the third baseman. That's Sano. That's not good. 11 is out of range. He will need a 2. And then he'll need a 5 or a 6 on the white die. So a 1 out of 36 roll. Can it happen? No, that's an error on Sano. And with a 3-run lead, it's not safe. They want to be ahead 4 in case the Twins make a rally. So Davis will be 1-17 to start. Take off 2 for being held, but add 2 for Suzuki. So that's 1-17. Oh, and he gets him. Oh, what a throw by Kurt Suzuki. And the Twins give Suzuki a high five on the way to the bench. So Rajay Davis trying to get a free base, and Kurt Suzuki will have none of that. So we go to the top of the 9th, last chance for the Twins. And in comes Cody Allen to try to get the save. And complete the 4-game sweep if you watched the Twins Week in Baseball episode earlier today. And here is Miguel Sano to face Cody Allen. And that's a foul ball, as that was got fouled into the screen. 2-10, and that's a strikeout. So Sano goes down swinging. And here's Kenny Vargas. And that's a 6-12. That's right back to the mound. Cody is a 2. That's a 16. That's not in range, but he is an E0, so it will not matter. Glides over, picks it up, throws to first. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. All right, I'll stop before getting copyright infringements from starting to do the final countdown. And here is Eduardo Escobar, last chance against Cody Allen. 1-9, and he goes down on strikes. A 1-2-3 inning for Cody Allen, which some Tribe fans might think is an aberration, but it happened. And the Indians sweep a 4-game series against the Twins, taking the final game 5-2, a game they won anyways. And the Twins' record will go to 44, and looks like that would be... Okay, 44 and 64. Sorry, I had to do a kind of quick little take there. All right, my apologies for the camera going down earlier, but we recovered and made a nice thing. We'll go through the game quickly. The Twins got on the board first in the top of the first off of Mike Clevinger. Joe Mauer reached on a fielder's choice and scored on a 2-out double by Miguel Sano as Mauer got on his horse and scored. However, the lead would not last but an inning. Bottom half of the second off of Hector Santiago. 1-out double by Carlos Santana, followed by an RBI single by Jose Ramirez. And that tied the game at 1. The Indians would go ahead for good in the bottom of the fourth. Leadoff walk to Napoli, and then Carlos Santana, after making way too many puns for the band, 2-run homer. That made it 3-1. The Twins would get a run closer. Leadoff single in the top of the 6th by Brian Dozier goes to third on a single, and then a 2-out single by Kenny Vargas. That put the Twins down by a run, and then Tommy Malone came in the bottom of the 6th and gave up a solo home run to Jose Ramirez. The home run party would continue in the bottom of the 7th off of Trevor May. Jason Kipnis with a leadoff home run. That made it 5-2, and that would be your ball game. Hector Santiago goes 5 innings, gave up 3 runs in the loss. Clevinger went 5 1/3, gave up 2 runs. And he is your winning pitcher. Cody Allen pitches a 1-2-3 ninth. And that's it for here at, I guess we'll call it Progressive Field, though it's probably still the Jake to some people. And for all of you out there watching, please hit the subscribe button and hit that like button, and then click that bell icon and you'll be notified when any new videos come out. And whatever games you are playing, may your dice be lively and your rolls be good. From the Tribe Fan 879 YouTube channel, have a good night, everybody.